10 Transgender Celebrities You Didn't Know About Then and Now, 2024. There are stories in the world of fame that often go untold, hidden behind the glamour, the fame, and the lights. Stories of personal battles, transformations, and the courage to truly live as one's authentic self. Celebrities, those we think we know everything about, sometimes have the most hidden and courageous journeys of all. But there's more to their stories than meets the eye. As we uncover the lives of 10 transgender celebrities, you may find yourself surprised, moved, and inspired by the challenges they faced and overcame. Some of these names may be familiar, but the journeys behind those names might just be the real revelation. Let's dive into the lives of these incredible individuals who redefine not only themselves, but the very meaning of authenticity in the world of fame. Number 10. Chaz Bono. Born to the legendary Sonny and Cher, Chaz Bono's journey started in the spotlight. But while the world saw Chastity Bono, Chaz felt something entirely different. Growing up, Chaz struggled with gender identity, trying to fit into societal expectations. It wasn't until the late 2000s that Chaz made the life-changing decision to transition, embracing the identity he always knew was true. Today, Chaz is not only an actor, but a powerful advocate for transgender rights. His journey wasn't easy, especially as he navigated his relationship with his mother, Cher, who initially struggled to accept his transition. Despite it all, Chaz stands as a beacon of hope for anyone fighting to live authentically. Number 9. Andrea Pich. Andrea Pich turned heads in the fashion world as a model who could walk in both men's and women's shows. But beneath the androgynous beauty, Andrea was grappling with her gender identity. Born in Bosnia and raised in Australia, she always knew she was meant to live as a woman. In 2014, Andrea took the courageous step to transition, and rather than facing career backlash, she thrived. She became the first transgender model to grace the cover of GQ, proving that being true to yourself is always the best path, no matter the risk involved. Number 8. Caitlyn Jenner. For decades, Bruce Jenner was celebrated as a hero, a world-class athlete who brought home Olympic gold. But behind the medals and the fame was a secret that had haunted Bruce for as long as he could remember. As a child, Bruce was fascinated by his mother and sister's clothes. But in the 1970s, such feelings were kept in the shadows. So Bruce did what so many others have done: he buried those feelings deep, throwing himself into athletics to escape. But after reaching the pinnacle of sporting achievement, Bruce was still left with the same feelings, the same unresolved struggle. The public saw a strong, successful athlete and a beloved father figure. But inside, there was turmoil. It wasn't until the age of 65, after years of internal conflict, that Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn Jenner. In 2015, Caitlyn's reveal on the cover of Vanity Fair made headlines around the world. But the transition wasn't just about Caitlyn finding herself. It sparked a much larger conversation about transgender rights and acceptance in society. To many, Caitlyn's story seems like an extraordinary transformation late in life. But for Caitlyn, it was about finally becoming who she was always meant to be. And it leaves us all with a question: how long would you wait to live your truth? Number 7. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox grew up in Mobile, Alabama, facing bullying and isolation for being different. She always knew she was meant to live as a woman, and after moving to New York, she began her transition. Laverne's big break came with Orange is the New Black, where her role as a transgender inmate resonated with audiences across the globe. But her impact goes beyond acting. Laverne has become a fierce advocate for transgender rights, using her voice to push for acceptance and equality. Her message is simple: transgender is beautiful, and her story is proof that even in the face of adversity, you can rise to greatness. Number 6. Fallon Fox. Fallon Fox knew from an early age that she was different, but growing up in Ohio, her identity was constantly questioned. After coming out as transgender, Fallon faced rejection from her family and was even subjected to conversion therapy. Despite these challenges, Fallon transitioned and entered the world of MMA. She made history as the first openly transgender fighter, but not without facing criticism. Many questioned whether Fallon had an advantage in the ring, but she fought back, both literally and figuratively. Her story isn't just about fighting in MMA, it's about fighting for her place in the world. Number 5. Chaz Jennings. Chaz Jennings has been open about her transgender journey since the age of 6. With the support of her family, Chaz became one of the youngest and most visible transgender figures in the world. Her reality show on TLC chronicled her journey, inspiring countless others. Chaz's advocacy for transgender youth has made her a prominent figure in the fight for acceptance. When asked about how she deals with judgment, Chaz always responds with confidence. The only opinion that matters is her own. Number 4. Carmen Carrera. Carmen Carrera first appeared on RuPaul's Drag Race, but after the show, she began her transition from male to female. Her decision sparked conversations about transgender issues, especially within the drag community, where she faced some backlash. But Carmen's commitment to her truth never wavered. She's now a successful model and a vocal advocate for transgender rights, using her platform to push for a more inclusive society. Number 3. Gina Roero. Gina Roero was a successful model when she made the bold decision to come out as transgender in 2014 during a TED Talk. Until then, few people knew about her past. But when she shared her story, the support she received was overwhelming. Gina now uses her platform to advocate for transgender visibility and inclusivity in the fashion industry. Her story is a powerful reminder that being open about who you are can inspire others to do the same. Number 2. Irvin, Amazon Eve. At 6 feet 8 inches, Irvin, better known as Amazon Eve, has always stood out. But it wasn't until 2004 that she transitioned and truly found her place. Erica's towering height made her a standout in the modeling world, but it was her role in American Horror Story, Freak Show, that solidified her as a star. Despite facing rejection from her family, Erica has embraced her uniqueness and become a symbol of strength and resilience. Number 1. Chanel West Coast. Chanel. West Coast isn't transgender, but a strange rumor has persisted online for years that she is actually Lee Norris, the actor who played Minkus on Boy Meets World. The rumor took off due to their physical resemblance, with some even speculating that Lee transitioned into Chanel. But let's clear the air. Chanel West Coast and Lee Norris are two completely different people, each with their own careers. Chanel addressed the rumor, surprised at how far it spread. But she took the opportunity to remind people that transitioning is a serious, personal journey and shouldn't be a subject of jokes or false rumors. Despite the bizarre speculation, Chanel has continued to focus on her career, proving she's far more than a viral rumor. These stories remind us that transformation isn't just about physical change, it's about the courage to live as your authentic self, no matter the challenges. Each of these celebrities faced adversity, rejection, and struggle, but they emerged stronger, more determined, and more themselves than ever before. Their stories raise a question: what would you do to live your truth? If you've been moved by these journeys, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And of course, subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like these. Let's continue spreading love, acceptance, and understanding.